Oh, somebody, yeah, where somebody does something real smart.
Oh my God, yeah, everybody. There's so many.
So many.
Man, it's really hard to chop that down to one. I wanted to do comedy because I saw guys who were really, really good at it. So I can't narrow that down to one guy or one joke. I mean, there's just so many that I hear where I'm just floored, just like, God.
I am Janet Williams, a.k.a. the Tennessee Tramp.
My name is Jason Russell.
I am Sam Demaris.
My name is Daryl Felsberg.
Yeah, my name's Andy Woodhull.
Benjamin Creed.
Hi, my name is Bob Khosravi.
Right now, the latest thing I've seen, Gary Goldman has his bit they did on Conan about naming states, and it's probably the most incredibly written thing I've seen in a very, very long time. And I've watched it like 8 times. I even if I tried to tell it to you now, I couldn't do it justice. It's just good.
There was, you son of a, there was a, oh, there's so many. There was a guy that he's a white guy, and he said something pretty racially provocative, and it makes the audience always go, ooh, of white people. He's white, and the audience, and he does it, and he goes, hold on. I can do that joke because I'm a racist. Oh my God. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautifully written. He just smacks the audience. I don't know his name. I worked with him years ago, but that's just one of many.
Doug Mellard, look him up, Mellard. Doug, when I was a new comic, I was emceed a show for Doug, and Doug was the headliner. And then like 2 weeks after that, he auditioned for NBC's Last Comic Standing. So I'd always idolized this guy. So I'm headlining Hyenas 2 years ago, and all of a sudden, Doug Mellard's there. I'm like, why are you here? He goes, oh, I'm a feature act. I was like, no way. And so he gets up there and he does this bit, and the bit is so funny. He was like, people talk about the worst birthday is, having it on Christmas, I mean, don't you think that Jesus had his birthday on Christmas? And the bit goes on, and Doug says, you know what my birthday is? He goes, 9/11. Yeah. And he goes, hey, on the morning of 9/11, my mom called me and said, and I was waiting for it. I knew it was going to be something big. And my mom called and said, Doug, have you turned on the TV? And he goes, what did you guys do? He's like, oh my God, this is going to be so big. And he turned on the TV and goes, oh God, you guys shouldn't have done this, And it was, I'm paraphrasing, I'm not doing as well as he, but it was so funny and so smart the way he put it together, and his timing on it was just like that. It's like, that's good. That's good comedy to me, anyway.
You know the funniest joke? I'll tell you 2 really funny jokes that are like the best jokes from non-famous people. One was and they're jokes that I always think about. One was at open mic night. I was living in St. Louis at the time, and I drove to Kansas City just to do open mic night at Stanford & Sons. And I don't remember who it was, but it was a little person, comedian. And he said this joke. He said, I don't hate tall people. I just don't think they should be allowed to drink from the same water fountains as me. Which is the best joke that's stuck with me for probably 12 years now. And another one I saw a guy do in Chicago. I think his name is Mike Holmes. So funny. I don't know what he's up to. Probably still doing comedy and still great. But he had this joke that stuck with me forever. I'm so broke that if I found out the world was ending tomorrow, I can only go out and have a pretty good time. Which is so hilarious to me, and I think about every time I notice that my credit cards are maxed out.
But I'm trying to think of what her name is. She was out of Jacksonville and she moved to LA. Do you want me to tell the joke?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
It is hysterical. This is not mine, and I'll think of her name before it's over with. But she goes, my grandmother really loved me. Every day that I would leave for school, she would say, Beth, if you're walking to school and a white van pulls up and the windows are blackened out and a strange man tries to lure you into that van with candy, bring me home some Snickers.
Oh, Jesus, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of classic comics that I think are genius, but there's some guys that nobody knows who they are that I think have very, very funny stuff. That you sit there and you listen to go, shit, I wish I would have written that. But I couldn't pinpoint one. There's a lot of great comics out there.
Let me think. There was like 3 that Ben did tonight that cracked me up. And I was like, God damn it, I wish I had thought of that. Crap, what was that? I'm not doing you justice right now, Ben. One of my favorites was he was talking about an old woman standing over a grave yelling at her dead husband. And I'm like, that is such a great story.